Hey guys, welcome to Daily Leetcode. Today's question is 1365. How many numbers are smaller than the current number? So that's the question we have today. To understand this question, let's see an example. So we have a nums array which has some numbers 8, 1, 2, 2, 3, and the output is 40113. So what it is asking us to do is, in this example is, if let's say we have 8, it is asking us to compare this 8 with all these numbers and find how many are smaller than 8. So in this case, so 1, 2, 2, 3, they're all smaller than 8. So there will be 4 here because there are 4 numbers. 1, so none is smaller than 1, so that will be 0. And 2, there's only 1 smaller than 2, and so we get both 1. And for 3, we get 3 numbers, which is 1, 2, and 2. So they are smaller than 3. So that's the result and output. The easiest way to solve this problem is via brute force, but for that the time complexity would be of n square, which is pretty bad. So let's try to find another algorithm to solve this problem. So let's say we have our nums array of 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we will be using hash map here, which we call objects in JavaScript. So first of all, what we need to do is we will sort this array. So when we sort this array, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. So there's a pretty neat trick you can do to solve this problem quickly. So what we can do is we can take this array and convert in an object where the key will be the number. So here the key will be the number and the value will be the position. So 1 is at 0 position, 2 is at first position, 3 is at second position, 4 is at third position, and 8 is at fourth position. And now if you can see, because this is a sorted array, what you can see is, so 8 will always be greater than or equal to this element, this element, this element, or this element. Similarly, 4 will always be greater than these 3 elements or equal to, and 3 will always be greater than 2 and 1, and 2 is always greater than 1 or equal to. If it's 2, then it will be equal to. So when we map this object with our original array, which is 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we can see that if we map this object with this array, we can see the 8 comes at fourth position, right? So the new array will be 4. The 1 is at 0 position, the 2 will be at 1 position, 3 will be at 2 position, and 4 will be at 3 position. So that will be our answer. So what we did here is, we first of all sorted our array, and then we created a hash map, and then whatever position we have for that hash map, we get our value. So in this case, we'll get 4, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So that's the easiest way you can solve this problem. And now let's see how to code this problem in JavaScript. So over here, we have our sorted nums, and then we created an empty map object. So when we are looping through this array, this sorted array, so let's assume our nums was this array. When we get sorted, we get this array back, right? When we are looping through this value, we're creating an object, right? This one. So when it comes to first value, which is 1, that will be undefined because we don't have anything in our map object. So it will store that value into that object. So for the first loop, when I will be 0, the first value will be placed at 0th place, right? And similarly, we have 2 at first place and so on. And at the end, we will just map our this object with our original nums array and we'll get our result. So if I submit this question, our question is submitted. And if we try to find out the complexity of this algorithm, so as we're doing the sorting here, that is n log n, and when we're looping through the array, that's n, and when we mapping it, it's again of n. So the time complexity of this algorithm is of n log n plus of n plus of n. And that's it from today's Leetcode question. I'll see you tomorrow with a new question. Thanks a lot for watching.